Okay, that means that these ads are tested and proven. This is an easy way to close more loans this year, and I'll give it to you for free. You just got to stay until the end. Now, at one point in time, I owned one of the fastest growing mortgage lead generation companies in the country. Okay, and this was a pretty amazing time in my life. I just burst onto the scene where I was getting a lot of attention for what we were doing, because what we were doing was just unheard of. Now, we scaled to about 50K per month recurring revenue in just 90 days. Okay, we had 100K per month in 8 months. And by month 11, I was doing $500,000 every single month. Okay, it's a $6 million annual recurring revenue trajectory. And this was all in my first year of business. Okay, even some of the best mortgage coaches in the country were coming to me, asking me for advice, asking if I would share what I've learned with their students. Okay, how many of you here know who Carl White is? Right, he was nice enough to have me speak at the Mortgage Marketing Animals Conference in Utah last year. It was an awesome experience. Shared a lot of really cool stuff and talked about how I won the ClickFunnels Award, okay, which is given to marketers who generate over $1 million in revenue with just one funnel. Okay, now, looks cool. Everybody was able to see the success, right? But what they didn't see is the trials and tribulations that we went through as a company, right? It hasn't been all sunshine and rainbows. In fact, these past 12 months, just like you guys, right, has been one of the hardest 12 months ever for our business. Now, the housing market takes no prisoners, right? Think about how hard these past 12 months have been for you as a loan officer, then multiply that by 150 clients. That's what we were dealing with. Okay, when the housing market took a turn for the worse, loan officers abruptly stopped buying our services, right? It doesn't matter how good the service was, they couldn't afford it, right? Everybody wanted to kind of hold on to their money. So here I faced this huge problem in my business. Okay, we had no revenue coming in and a ton of overhead expenses. You guys ever lose $368,000 in a month? I'll tell you what, it's not fun. Okay, your blood pressure goes up. But God works in mysterious ways. And it made me get to work. Okay, it made me reinvent myself. Not only myself, it made me reinvent my company, which is exactly why I'm here today. Okay, because in order to solve my business problems, I had to solve your business problems. Very tall task, right? Obviously, I can't control the housing market. But what I did do was figure out a way for any loan officer, regardless of experience, to be able to generate leads at the same wholesale cost as every lead generation company on the planet. Okay, it was extremely difficult, wasn't easy, but you would be surprised about what you can accomplish when you literally have no other choice. Okay, and strangely enough, all of my pain and my suffering is the exact reason why I've been able to impact loan officers like Alan Parker Duke, whose pipeline grew to $75 million in just 2 weeks of working with us. Pretty insane, right? Okay, when you have a pipeline like that, real estate agents, they come flocking. They're not a problem anymore, right? That's exactly what happened to Alan Parker Duke. Or Lewis Poles, who got up and running in less than a day and got 4 closings in his first month working with us. Okay, we started getting these amazing results. So naturally, right, the entrepreneur in me, I needed to test the market, right? I had to see if there was a need for this new discovery I came upon that was literally sitting under my nose. And do you guys want to guess what happened next? Instead of doing 50K per month in 90 days, we did 50K in 2 weeks. Okay, this was such a no-brainer that I had loan officers begging me to share the same stuff that I'm going to be sharing with you today. Okay, there's a reason, right? We're on loanofficersupport.com today. Now, nothing pains me more than giving someone a solution to their problems, only to run into them months later and they're still clinging hopelessly to those same problems. There's a reason Nexa Mortgage brought us in loan officer support right in the marketplace, right? I need an implementation mindset today. Okay, if I show you guys how to make more money this year and I prove it to you, meaning the math behind it is undeniable, all I ask is that you take it and apply it. Okay, how many of you know someone who's left the mortgage industry in the past 12 months? I'm willing to bet a lot of you do, right? So the people who left the mortgage industry this year, they were presented with a housing market problem and they did nothing about it. Okay, they didn't look for solutions. They relied on their company to solve their problem, or they just expected the problem to just kind of resolve itself. Guys, Next is a great company. Your company is not responsible for your family. You are. Do not sit on your hands at the end of this presentation. Okay, I'm going to give you all the insight, all of the tips, all of the tools for you to go out there and become one of the top loan officers in this company. Even in this market, in fact, especially in this market. Okay, what I show you today can not only get you immediate results, but it can change your career for the better, forever. Okay, that's what I'll be doing for you today. Here's what I need you to do for me. Focus. Okay, if you can focus for the next 20 minutes here, I promise you I will change your career for the better. And you'll be able to implement what I teach you right away. Okay, so I need you to put the snack down, stop zoning out and daydreaming about some illustrious career that hasn't happened yet. It's finally within reach. If you invest 20 minutes of focus, you will gain back a skill set that pays you in perpetuity for the rest of your career. You will never have to use a lead generation company again. So guys, when you see something that excites you, I want you to make a commitment that if it makes sense, and only if it makes sense, you will put it into action. Do we have a deal? If so, locate the chat box, type in yes. If you can't locate it, then just say yes out loud. I don't care if anyone can hear you or not, but let's get down to business.
Yes.
Now.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate that, guys. Now, does anyone know the 3 most important factors when determining a good lead? Don't be shy. Put it in the chat. Is it income? Is it loan amount? Is it credit score? What is it, guys? See how smart you loan officers are. Credit, income, loan amount. Yeah. Guys, aside from intent, that's exactly what it is, Angela. Right? Aside from intent, income, loan amount, and credit score. Okay, when you say you want a good lead, what you mean is you're looking for someone who makes a lot of money, who wants to buy hopefully an expensive home, and has the credit score permitting him or her to do so. Is that fair to say? Yes, right? Okay, well, there's just one problem with that, guys. We have a law in place called the Fair Housing Act. Okay, the Fair Housing Act protects people from discrimination when they're renting or buying a home. Okay, so that means if you're marketing on Facebook or Google or any other platform, you cannot target people based off income, credit score, or loan amount. It's not an option that these platforms provide. Okay, you think Google and Facebook want to be fined billions of dollars for us? They already got fined I think it was like $5 billion for the Cambridge Analytica scandal. They're not going to go through that again. They're more strict than ever now. So I love when I tell people this. You know, it's like they're hearing Santa Claus doesn't exist for the first time. It's like, you really thought this old fat guy comes down your chimney every year? Like, you really think that Facebook just blatantly ignores housing laws? Of course not. Yet what you guys do is you jump around from lead company to lead company, searching for better lead quality that doesn't exist. And that's like playing the lottery when there's no winners. Okay, income, loan amount, and credit score have to be at random. It's a crapshoot. Facebook and Google, they can't control who clicks on their ad when. So if you thought you were getting better lead quality from a different company, the truth is it was just luck of the draw. It was just your time, right? Which brings me to my next question. What should be your objective when you are buying leads? Right? Up until a few seconds ago, a lot of you, your answer would have been, well, to find the best quality lead. But now we know that that objective is not possible. So what is it? What's the objective? If the name of the game is not about finding better lead quality, then what is it about? Do we have any guesses? Alan, I like that guess. Guys, it's about the same thing that every business has been about since the beginning of time. Business 101. How do we acquire new customers for the lowest cost possible? It's that simple. That's the objective. You guys, I got a testimonial from Mr. Wonderful back in the day. That's exactly what he said. How do you acquire new customers for the lowest cost possible? That's the objective in any business. Moving forward, if you know that every lead generation company gets the same exact quality when it comes to income, loan amount, and credit score, then you know that the objective is simply, how do I save costs and get the most leads for my dollar? Okay, now you have two options in this scenario. Okay, so you can look for a super cheap lead generation company, right? If they're cheap, they probably don't have a lot of experience, right? It's probably just one dude starting up a new business. Or you can cut out the middleman, right? And get your leads at wholesale cost. And in very short order, like Dan Paladin, who started in his first 4 days and generated 24 leads. Now this guy is running ads, making more money than he ever has made with any lead generation company he's ever partnered with. Okay, now the answer to how this exactly happened lies within the next question. Okay, guys, when you work with a lead generation company, how much of your money goes directly into generating you leads? Meaning, how much money do they pay Facebook or Google to actually generate the lead? Right? Obviously, lead generation companies have overhead expenses, right, that they have to pay for. They have employees, right? They got all this stuff. So how much of your money that you're giving them goes into Facebook or goes into Google to generate you leads? How much of it? What percent, guys? Is it A? Is it B? Is it C? What is it? Not enough guesses, guys. Who else is in here? We got 22 people in this room. What answers do you got for me? There we go. General rule of thumb, guys, if you can't even participate in a webinar, you're definitely not going to want to generate your own leads. I appreciate the engagement. And I appreciate your answers because a lot of you are correct. Guys, some of you are going to be shocked. The answer to the question is 20%. Okay, when you buy leads from a lead generation company, only 20% of your money goes into actually generating you leads. Okay, that means not a little bit, not half, but 80% of your money, the majority of your money, doesn't even go to generating you leads. 40% goes to the company's salaries. Then you have the office space, the tools, the software. You're even paying for them to acquire new clients because they got to pay Facebook too to get leads, right? Then the money they have left over, that's what they put into the ads. That's what they put into generating you leads. Okay, that means if you spend $2,000 with a lead gen company, you could go on Facebook and get the same exact amount of leads for $400. Some of you don't pay for extra guac at Chipotle, but you think it's a good idea to pay more than double for your leads? Who here has knowingly paid an 80% markup on anything in their life? It is absolutely crazy that this is the standard right now. We're living in a crazy time. And you guys keep doing this. Is it because you're lazy? No. It's because you have no other option. There's no alternative for you. Okay, you are no John McIntosh who generates his own leads and turned a $700 ad spend into $9,000 in his first month. Okay, that's the power of cutting out the middleman. That's the power of getting leads at wholesale cost, which, as you guys remember, is the name of the game. right? John isn't tied to a lead generation company, so John doesn't have to worry about paying a monthly retainer. Guys, another glaringly obvious issue with lead generation in the mortgage industry, but still mortgage brokers and loan officers don't even realize it. Guys, let's say you pay $2,000 a month to a lead generation company. That's a pretty modest price. It's a good price. If a lead gen company is charging you $2,000, that means by month 3, you're in the whole $6K. Well, guys, sometimes it takes 90 days to close a loan, right? Maybe not at Nexa, but sometimes it takes 90 days to close a loan. So by the time you close your first loan, you're barely breaking even. And then you got to keep paying the middleman just to try and make a profit. Nobody talks about this. This is a fundamental flaw in lead generation. It's not right. Okay, when you enter into a binding contract with a lead generation company, you are signing up for a race against your monthly retainer. It's hard to win that race because you're playing from behind no matter what. Closings don't happen overnight. But how do we get around this, right? Because really, there's only 3 ways to get leads. Guys, of these 3 ways to get leads, go ahead and put in the chat which way you think is the best way to go about getting leads. Is it friends and family? Is it realtors? Or is it best to just buy them? What do we think, guys? Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it is still best to just buy them. Okay, friends and family, you do not have enough friends and family to scale your business. Okay, you are not that popular. Okay, if you were, you wouldn't be on this webinar, right? It's a nice thought. It's a cute thought. It's just not scalable, right? Realtors, great way to supplement your deal flow. Not a good idea to be relying on someone else for your business, especially someone who most likely has 0 loyalty to you, right? The second they find a better deal, they're going with that LO. So again, it's not scalable. And don't even get me started on if one small hiccup happens in the process, you'll lose that realtor forever. It's completely out of your control. So still, even knowing what we know now about lead generation, it is still best to buy leads. It's a fact that buying leads is the fastest, most effective way to get immediate results, and it is the only scalable option you have. Because you can buy as many leads as you want. Can't buy as many friends as you want. Can't buy as many realtors as you want. Guys, if I'm trying to make $1 million, going through friends and family will take me 10 years. Going through realtors, that'll take me another 10. Buying leads, it could happen in 1. We could all agree on that, right? But here's the problem when it comes to buying leads. Just to recap, the first thing that we learned is that the Fair Housing Act really screws us, and it puts strict limitations. It screws us out of any targeting when it comes to income, loan amount, and credit score. Pretty much any factor that we use to identify good lead quality. That makes it kind of difficult, doesn't it? Now, the second thing we learn is that when you buy your leads, 80% of your money doesn't even go into generating you leads. It goes into that company's overhead expenses. For every $100 you spend, they'll spend $20 on your behalf. Not cool. Not going to work either. Look at all the chips that you have stacked against you. And the third reason, because lead generation companies know that these odds are stacked against you, they tie you up in a contract that does not fundamentally align with how the real estate industry works, because you're signing up for a race against your monthly retainer, and closings don't happen overnight. Right now, doesn't this kind of put you in between a rock and a hard place, right? You know that these lead generation companies are pretty much screwing you, yet they're your only option. They've monopolized the market because people like you don't know how to generate leads. Right, which brings me to my next question, which is an important question. If you knew how to run your own ads and generate your own leads, would you do it? Type Y for yes and N for no, right? Knowing all the things you know now, if you had the ability to generate your own leads, would you? Okay. Well, we'll see how honest you're all being with yourselves later on. Because here's my next question. True or false? Very simple. In order to generate your own leads or bring your lead generation in-house, you need to have some type of marketing skill. What do you guys think about that? True or false? T for true, F for false. Alan says true. Angela says true. Jake says true. Lisa says true. Monica says true. Guys, the correct answer to this question is false. You do not need to know how to market in order to run ads anymore. You used to, but not anymore. In fact, you do not even need to log into Facebook to run an ad. And I will prove it to you.
All right, to show us how easy this really is, this is my 10-year-old little girl, Mia. Hi. She has never used this software. This is her first time, her first day. I walk her through it real quick. You ready to go? Yeah. All right, let's do it. All right, Mia, go ahead. Medicine. Okay, well, you already know what you're doing. Well, hold on. You're going too fast. All right, keep going. That's fine. I told her which ad to run. Go ahead and put in $10 is fine. 10. Okay, that's my favorite number anyways. All right. Put in the thank you page that I gave you. I did give her a thank you page. And launch campaign. Yep. You did it! Okay. And just like that. I did it! I launched campaign! She did it. It literally took her less than 30 seconds. Good job, Mia.
Now, guys, when I first started my marketing company, I didn't know shit about marketing. Luckily, I had this friend named Sam Carlson. And what he did was he invented this software that allowed me to basically put my 5 years of knowledge into it after I ran my lead generation company. So if you wanted to run an ad, or if I wanted to run an ad, this is how I was able to service 600 clients at a time. If I wanted to run it, I would simply click new campaign. I would select our mortgage folder and I would choose one of our templatized ads. Now, guys, what we've done is we've scoured the internet for the best performing mortgage ads online. We've templatized them and we've put them into a library for you. So all you have to do is simply choose the ad that you want, enter the state that you want to target, enter your company name, your NMLS number, then you choose how much money you want to spend a day, and you put in your website and click launch campaign. And you are up and running with proven mortgage ads in less than 5 clicks without having to log into Facebook. Now, here's a fun fact. Basically, what I'm going to do today is pull back the curtain on the dirty underbelly of lead generation. Because lead generation companies, we all know each other and we all run the same ads. And I'll prove it to you. How many of you guys know who Good Vibe Squad is? They're actually one of the very few companies who I respect. I think they do a good job. But here's the fact of the matter. If I want to see their ads, I can go to Page Transparency, see all, and go to their ad library. Now, if I go to their ad library, I'm going to see all the ads that they run for their clients. Do you guys notice anything about these ads? They're eerily similar. They probably have over 200 clients. They probably run about 3 ads total. And all they do is change the pictures in the ads to make it look like it's from the state that they're targeting. All of these are exactly the same. So if that's the case, you've been paying lead generation companies thousands of dollars to put zero thought into their ads. They simply copy and paste it and use the same ad for you as they do for everybody else. A lot of people have no idea about that, but it's the truth. So if that's the case, why are you paying lead generation companies thousands of dollars to do the same thing that you can do with just a few clicks of a button? Now, guys, you have two choices today. You can do this alone, or we can do this together. Okay, if you do it alone, it'll probably take you at least 3 months to learn Facebook and Instagram ads. It'll probably cost you thousands of dollars to figure out. And even once you figure it out, you're going to have to test out new ads and see which ones even work. That's also going to cost you money. Or you can do it the easier, cheaper, faster way, and we can do it together. Okay, and I have a way for us to do it together because Mike Cordes and Renato Roddick really hooked you guys up on this. It's with great pleasure that I introduce to you Mortgage Lead Hackers. Okay, the only practical way to buy leads. You can save thousands of dollars per year using the exact same ads and generating the exact same leads as every lead generation company on the planet. Zero experience required. Now, what you get is a library of proven, ready-to-use Facebook ads that are guaranteed to get you the lowest cost possible. Right? You can leverage different programs such as veterans programs, first-time home buyers, healthcare, first responder programs, and much more. Okay, never use a lead generation company again to generate you leads and save thousands of dollars in marked up costs. Now, our CRM software, that'll allow you to store and manage all of your leads that you generate, right? You can get current up-to-date statistics on how much volume you have in your pipeline based off your average home value. Okay, you can manage all of your leads in one place in an easy-to-use dashboard. You can upload existing leads, export and import as many leads as you want, which is important because we can put them into drip campaigns and reactivate them. Because our software has automated follow-up built into it. I'm sure you guys have seen similar softwares. What you don't have is the IP. What you don't have is the follow-up system that's built into it, the same follow-up system that our lead generation company used to scale us to multiple millions. Right? The follow-up's more important than the actual ad. Okay, you can communicate. You're absolutely right, Mike. And what that is the computer. What we built into it is the operating system. You can communicate with your leads through two-way text messages and email campaigns. Pre-built follow-up campaigns will text within minutes of them filling out a form, ensuring speed to lead at the highest level. These follow-up campaigns will assist you in contacting each lead, taking much of the workload off your plate while increasing your output. Okay, now how much is this worth to you? Well, for Michael Berger, it was worth around $40,000. And that's just so far. He started back in December. He's got the rest of his career to go. You guys don't understand. Getting your leads at wholesale cost means an 80% increase in your returns. Okay, you stack that up every single month, it adds up further than your wildest dreams. So I'm sure you guys can see why we can charge $40,000 for this easily. Okay, I'm sure you can see why American Financial Network, once upon a time, was paying us $30,000 a month for this system. Okay, but we're not going to charge you that. We can definitely get away with charging companies $20,000 for this. Right? Maybe we'll discount it to $10,000 to get more deals, get a lot more volume. But for you guys, because you're part of loan officer support, and because Mike Cordes is the man, and Renato Roddick really cares about everybody who's a part of loan officer support. You guys get this for just $250 a month. Pretty insane. You can get this for the same price as taking your family out to dinner. Now, guys, I know what you're thinking. Alex, I tried Facebook ads, man. I tried it back in 2004, and it didn't work for me back then. Therefore, it won't work now. Right. Right. That's why billions of dollars are spent on Facebook ads a year, because it doesn't work. Or one of my favorites. Well, if everyone's using the same ads, won't that saturate the market? No. Guys, that would be like trying to drain the ocean with a teaspoon. Good luck. Okay, there's 7 million homes sold a year. You need to take a piece of that pie for yourself. And the fact of the matter is, everyone will eventually be doing this one day. Okay, when it becomes the standard, when it becomes a requirement, you'll be forced to do it in order to survive. Do you want to do it then? Or do you want to do it now? Get ahead of everybody. Because if you do it right now, for the early adapters, they take the least amount of risk. Because for a very limited time, there are no contracts, no commitments. You can cancel anytime. I'm so confident in this product that I don't think we need a contract because I can do basic math. I just presented to United Wholesale Mortgage. And at the beginning of this, I said, you know what, guys, I want to shorten this. I'm not going to include any testimonials. Because if you can do basic math, you're going to see that this is, number one, the most affordable option that there exists on the market. And number two, it's how you're going to get the most value for your dollar because we cut out the middleman and we get rid of all those overhead costs. Why buy marked up leads from a lead generation company when you get to use the same ads they're using, get the same leads, and get 80% more bang for your buck forever? That's why they're flying me out mid-August, right to their headquarters, because we literally eliminate every single problem that comes with buying leads, every single one. So I'm not worried about people leaving, because once you're getting leads at wholesale cost, that means you're getting it for the most affordable price possible. You have no reason to buy leads anywhere else ever again. And best of all, while this limited time offer is available, when you sign up with Mortgage Lead Hackers, you get this bonus completely free. Guys, I've got a special offer, but if anyone can get it at any time, it's not that special. And I'm going to raise this. Guys, for the first, let's go 7. I'm going to message Brandon right now and let him know. For the first 7 people that sign up at loanofficersupport.com, you will get our proven appointment booking funnel. You can find us in the marketplace. Okay, what is a funnel exactly? Guys, a funnel is a website designed to turn visitors into leads, leads into appointments, appointments into customers. Okay, you can give yourself the ability to create higher intent leads by putting your leads through a survey that extracts information like their estimated credit score, their annual household income, how much they're looking to borrow, when they're looking to borrow, if they rent or own. Wouldn't it be nice to have all of that information? You can effortlessly book yourself appointments with high intent customers on autopilot, becoming completely self-sufficient. We will include this embedded in the software for you to use. And guys, is this a bad time to remind you that I won the ClickFunnels Award? So what do you think my funnels look like? Guess who designed the funnel? Me. Fam Mirza, entrepreneur, investor, philanthropist. Do you guys remember back in the day, those half home, half away football jerseys? Nelly and the St. Lunatics wore them at halftime at the Super Bowl. Fam invented these when he was 14 years old. Okay, since then, he's built several successful companies. He was one of the early investors in Spotify. Fam says, I own several companies that have generated tens of millions of dollars. When I am building out my funnel and ad strategy, I call Alex Machuca. Can you believe that you get this for free when you go to loanofficersupport.com? You just go and open up a new tab in your web browser and go to loanofficersupport.com, go to the marketplace, and make sure you're one of those people that get it. A simple Google will tell you that funnels will make you 62% more likely to win a high quality sale. Okay, you can get this for free, but you're going to have to act quick by going to loanofficersupport.com and signing up in the marketplace. So go ahead and open up a new tab in your web browser and make sure that you get this funnel. Isn't that incredible, guys? Look, imagine having the ability to get $9 appointments like Mike Stoy, right? Now, some of you guys are thinking, yeah, Alex, this is great. I'll do this when I have enough time. Guys, the setup takes 20 minutes. Setting up one ad can last you up to 7 months. It's a set it and forget it system. Set it up, watch the leads come in. Do you think $9 appointments would help your business? All right, well, what if we were guiding you through it? Because our next bonus is you will get ongoing coaching twice a week from myself and my partner, Brandon. Okay, two guys who have serviced over 600 loan officers for lead generation. A huge benefit to anybody who's doing lead gen in the mortgage industry would be to have two guys who have actually done it, walking them through it. Right, guys, we could charge $250 a month for this alone, and it'd be the steal of the century. Meeting with us 8 times a month, that's just $31 a session, right? Would you pay $31 a session to have the CEO and the COO of a multi-million-dollar lead generation company help you with your ads? You would be stupid not to, especially when you get so much more on top of that. Okay, we don't just coach you on ads, we coach you on the best outreach strategies, calling strategies. Guys, I ran a call center incongruent with my lead generation company. We would call and set appointments for people. I got to know how to talk to these people. I would train on it. You can ask any one of our clients, and they'll tell you the absolute favorite part about our program, besides all the money they make, is the coaching calls. Okay, you get this completely free when you enroll at loanofficersupport.com. So just to recap, in bonuses, you will get our appointment booking funnel that'll generate you booked appointments on autopilot. And you will get live coaching calls where Brandon and I will hold your hand and walk you through any issues you could possibly have. Okay, these coaching calls all but ensure your success. Okay, but if both of those bonuses are not enough, I have a third one for you that you can find at loanofficersupport.com. And it's a pretty sweet one. Guys, for the next, again, I'm going to change this to 7 people. For the next 7 people that sign up, you will also get our Lead Connector app that will allow you to run your business on the go. You'll be able to work from anywhere and be able to communicate with all of your leads right through your phone. Imagine being able to take a vacation without skipping a beat or having that impede on your business. It's priceless. And I'll do you one better. We'll throw in the appointment booking funnel on top of that. Got it? So this is your second opportunity at the appointment booking funnel if you missed the first 7. So open up another tab on your computer and immediately go to loanofficersupport.com, go to the marketplace to sign up. So you guys are making out like bandits. You get the appointment booking funnel that will by itself increase your conversions, live coaching calls from 2 guys who have ran a multi-million-dollar lead generation company, and the freedom to work from anywhere in the world using our Lead Connector app. But that's not all you're going to get. Because our third bonus is our 7-day free trial. Guys, you can try this risk-free. There is literally no reason on earth not to do this now. You mean I can see all of these ads and it'll cost me no money? That's exactly what I'm telling you. If you wanted to, you could sign up for a free trial, take all of the ads, steal them, and then cancel. But I know you won't, because doing this with me is 10,000 times easier than doing it without me. Now, these 4 bonuses alone are 10 times more than the price. Right? Plus, let's not forget why you're on this webinar, right? You saw the title. Obviously, you wanted to discover how to get leads at wholesale cost. I've given you away. You've just spent 30 minutes on this webinar, hoping that after you're going to be able to get them. But here's everything that you need to do that. Let's take a look at what this would cost if you wanted all of these tools. CRM pipeline management, $99 a month. Website funnel, $300 a month. Facebook ads library, $500 a month. Email marketing, $300 a month. Two-way text messaging, $300 a month. Mobile application, $500 a month. Coaching calls. I'm not getting up off my ass for anything less than $5,000. So when you're sitting here today, honestly, you got 3 options. You could spend no money, do nothing. You could spend your money somewhere else, or you can spend your money on this. Now, guys, here's what I know about doing nothing. When the market took a turn for the worse, 33% of loan officers in the country lost their jobs last year. They all did nothing. It's not really an option for you guys. Right? Spending money on something else. Listen, if the last 20 minutes hasn't convinced you that a third-party lead generation service does not work, I can't help you. We showed you the math, and the thing about math is it's the language of reason, logic, and fact. If you want to defy basic math, well, I can't help you. Now, are there other options like us in the market? I don't know. There might be. but you're not on their webinar right now. You're on my webinar. You're spending time with me and you've been engaged with me all of this way for this amount of time. I don't know about the experience they can give you or what they can exchange for your money in terms of value, but I do know what we can give you. It's right on your screen. So the reality here is if you leave and you don't invest at this risk-free 7-day trial, what the hell are you doing? You've put all this time in and you got nothing to show for it, and then you try and go somewhere else and find some magical solution. Is that likely going to serve you? And the answer is no. Right? So you and I got to get serious with each other right now. You've already invested. Doesn't it make sense to continue with a good investment? Right? You've learned new things today, haven't you? Right? So now it's time to put the money into place to really, truly start making a difference. Okay, and you can do that at loanofficersupport.com. Now, I have, for the most part, done everything for you. Okay, look at the resources I've provided to you. Whether you created them or I created them, that doesn't matter. Who gives a shit? It just so happens that I created them already, so you don't have to. The real question is, how much would it cost you in time and money if you were to create these things yourself? And the answer is too much. Or we can just give them to you today. You exchange a little bit of this and you get all of this. And now you have all the resources in place. So no matter where you are, I promise you, it's not where you're going to stay. The only people that are going to stay where they are right now are the people who, for some reason, I have no idea how you could be that mindless, would not even sign up for a free trial of this. Like, are you crazy or are you just lazy? Guys, we can start this journey together right now at loanofficersupport.com. Money's a resource that replenishes every single month. Okay, whatever you spend this on, you'll get back. That's how jobs work. It's infinitely more important to sign up for this than going out to spend dinner. You know, spending money on a fancy dinner, right? It's ridiculous. Money is a tool. And if you don't use it, well, then it's just numbers on a screen. Right? And it's not about the money. It's about what the money can do for you. Do you want to have peaceful sleep at night? Do you want less anxiety in your life? Do you want to actually enjoy coming into work because you have leads that are there every morning that want to speak to you? Or do you just want to keep $250 in your bank account? Guys, this is a solution that was built for the logical loan officer. Right? The price turns you off. It was designed to. And there's still value in this webinar you can use to get to a point where you could afford this in the future. But for those of you who are ready to go right now, like John, who's fired the hell up, I could tell. Let's quit screwing around and foreplaying with each other and let's go all the way together. Okay, and we can do that at loanofficersupport.com. Now, guys, I'm going to open the floor to any questions that you have, because I'd like to know what those questions are if you haven't signed up for a 7-day risk-free trial of all of this. Ask me anything. If you do have a question, go ahead and put it in the chat or raise your hand and I will give you the floor and let's chat. Great question, Monica. So what we do is we assign you a phone number. And that's actually your only additional cost with ad spend. There's this third-party company named Twilio. And what Twilio is a phone service that allows you to send mass texts out to these leads. They charge you less than a penny a text message. So you'll have your own designated phone number that's in that area code, but that phone number will also forward to your cell phone. So if you have any incoming calls to that phone number, it'll go to whatever number you want it to. Michael, shoot an email at info@leadhackers.io and I will let you know. Holy shit. That's a lot of signups. I'm not bullshitting either. That is a lot. If you're one of the few that didn't, I'm so sorry for you. Mike Carnes. Let's take you off mute. How's it going, Mike?
Hi, Alex. How you doing?
I'm good, man. How are
I've
you?
already got I've got a system that's already I've actually got two high go level accounts. I'm
Mhm.
not looking to add a third. Can this
Yeah.
system that you have be added to the system that
Unfortunately,
I've got
no. You
out
would
of?
you would have to be signed up under us in order to get the benefit of running those ads. Unfortunately, that's just how the software works. Here's what I can tell you. Whatever follow-up that you have embedded, I don't know how good it is, but what I can tell you about ours is through 5 years of iterations. Worked with over 600 loan officers. I think you'd be hard pressed to find another follow-up system like ours that does everything that's listed on the screen. And it's not necessarily about the software, it's about what's built into the software, right? Because what Go High Level is basically it's a computer, and what is built into it is like essentially, let's say Apple iOS, right? Or it's the operating system within the computer, or Microsoft, right? So every marketing company has their own follow-up systems that are built into it. And that's, those are really the differentiators, right? And then of course, the ability to run your own ads, that's not going to be in your GHL.
I'm just trying to figure out a way to prevent having three systems to look at with the same
Right.
software.
Well, shoot us an email, info@leadhackers.io. We can't what we can do is upload your leads into our GHL so you can use it. So you're not going to lose any of that. But our funnels and all that stuff, we wouldn't be able to just move that into your CRM. One, because it's proprietary. Two, is because you still wouldn't be able to get the ad part, which is the most important part if you want to run your own ads, right?
Right. So you're running your ads from Go High Level?
That's right. And I
Okay.
assume your software doesn't have the ability to do that.
Well, it probably does. I just hasn't been programmed.
Yeah. It'll
I,
cost
I,
you
I'm, u- I,
500 a month at least
yeah, I've
to get
got,
that program.
okay.
And then once it's in there, you still wouldn't have the ads, right? Because we
Yeah.
put the ads inside of it, which is what I'm talking about, right? The content inside of the vehicle. Essentially, it's a vehicle without an engine until we put the engine inside of it.
Okay. I asked the question earlier, how do I find out if I was one of the first seven?
How do you find out if you're one of the first seven? I'll tell you right
Yeah.
now. Get this list. You're Mike Carnes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are one of the first seven.
Okay.
Yep.
And so we get eight coaching
Yeah,
calls
we
with
have
you a
live
month.
coaching calls every Tuesday and Thursday at 11 o'clock. So because you signed up, you're going to get reminders that are texted to you every Tuesday and Thursday, and you'll have a link provided that you'll be able to jump right in.
What time on Tuesday?
They're 11 o'clock Pacific Standard Time.
Okay.
So that's 3 o'clock
After,
Eastern Standard Time.
after
Every
town
Tuesday
hall,
and
which is
Thursday.
important. After town hall, which is important.
Yeah, every Tuesday and Thursday. We have plenty of Nexans that go. In fact, most of the people that come in there are Nexans.
Okay. So it's not one-on-one coaching, it's just a group coaching where you basically will listen to anybody and then basically use it as a teaching moment for the whole class.
Yeah, we teach. You'll see. Our coaching calls are freaking awesome. Our coaching calls are the best part of our, like, they're so high energy, and we go over so much stuff. Like, it's one thing to just run ads, right? So for example, we show you how to get short form leads and long form leads. There's benefits to both, right? A long form lead is typically higher intent. We talk about targeting affluent neighborhoods. I have data of hundreds of loan officers that are running ads with our software. So it's very easy for me to say, hey, Mike, this guy's killing it in Florida. He's getting $3 leads. You should target this area with this specific ad, right? So it's a group. We fail a lot quicker because we have so many loan officers that are running ads, and I get a sky high view of everybody. So I can just look and be like, oh, this ad's killing it. This ad's killing it. This ad's killing it in this area, in this area, in this area. I'll tell you exactly where to target, right? So it's a huge advantage to have that group call, because everybody helps each other and gets ahead, as a group, which is awesome.
When you're talking about targeting ads, can you target by zip code?
So right now you can't target by zip code, but you can by city and by county.
Okay. Well, you go to Phoenix and we're Maricopa County, there's 4.5 million people here. So
I live in Scottsdale.
that's a fairly large number to be targeting. I think I talked to you earlier, Alex. It was really fun. You know Jason Fremo?
Not sure. The name doesn't ring a bell. Jason.
Well, no big deal. Just a good friend of mine.
Well, we'll get,
I
hey,
think
if you're signed up, we'll get to know each other very well. I'll be
Okay.
seeing you multiple times a week.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah. And if you want insight, actually, Mike, if you want insight into how the coaching calls go, I have Alan Parker Duke in the call right now. He could tell you how he's an Nexon as well. So he can kind of tell you about the coaching calls and what it's like to actually be on there as a user. Alan, you there, buddy?
Yeah, I was going to chime in, but I figured I'd let you guys complete. Hey, Mike.
And then right after that, we got York Moore. But Alan, go ahead and
hey, Mike, I'm always
and let him
available
know.
also,
And
if you can't hear me. Oh.
I want you to give me the good parts and the bad parts. Like, you can kick my ass if you want, but I want him to know how realistically what these coaching calls look like and what they entail, how they've helped you, or maybe at a time it annoyed you because there was too many people on the call or something, right? Like, what do you think?
Well, I don't think it was really an annoyance. It's when you go to the coaching calls, everyone, probably more than half the people have the same question you do. So when you're in there, you don't even have to raise your hand because those questions are all being answered because everyone's in the same position. And then we're all in there and we're able to brainstorm and do incorporate some best practices, right? Everyone's market's a little bit different. Alex did a great job with Brandon where they have 2 different coaching call sessions where they have, Q&A and tech. So whatever you're having questions with, you're able to go into those different rooms with either one of them. And you guys, I'm always available too. If you guys want, I got some tricks of the trade that I've been able to leverage using this system too that have been amazing and getting results. I'm always available as well. If you guys want to shoot me a message or pick my brain on anything, I'm always available. But no, Alex and Brand do an amazing job on, filling in the blanks for everyone and getting everyone launched really quickly. That's kind of one of the reasons after doing all the research I've done with all these lead gen companies that I kind of arrived with these guys. So, but I'm always available if you guys need anything.
I don't remember who asked the question, but somebody asked the question, when I say target, please understand, I'm saying target, but I don't mean target. But can you get reverse mortgage leads?
That's a great question. So let me just give you an example of why we have our coaching calls. So we have people that talk about reverse mortgage leads. And here's the thing. When you're talking about advertising, right, the audience size needs to be big enough. I believe there's only about 40,000 reverse mortgages that happen a year. And typically people who do reverse mortgages are older. So it's very, very hard to find a large enough audience to be able to run reverse mortgage ads, which is why we don't run them. Because if we did create one, the cost per lead would probably be between $80 to $200 a lead. And then at that point, you have to you have to think about who's going to answer the phone, right? And the only leads that we put in our library, unless we're testing, which we'll let people know, like, hey, we're testing this, don't jump on it right away. Let's make sure that the lead cost is down before you're able to try it. But the problem with reverse mortgage ads, and I've tried them myself, is that the audience size is too small. And when that happens, the cost per lead becomes too high because there's not enough people for Facebook to put the ad in front of that are going to actually click on it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's kind of why we're not doing refinance ads right now. We will when the market changes and more people are looking for refis. We're going to do a hell of a lot of them. And the best part is you're selling to people in this market right now. Your book of business is going to grow. When that refinance boom happens, we're going to, oh my God. And not only that, I have 180,000 leads from when I owned my lead generation company. They all bought when the rates are like 6, 7, 8%. We're only going to be selling those to mortgage lead hackers. That's it. Okay. York,
All right, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm doing great. This is great. This is what I needed. What I needed. I did subscribe and signed up already, but what do I do from there after I'm on? I went to a
So,
LOS support.
yeah, so you're going to get an email and you're going to get a text message that walks you through setting up, right? So you're going to,
Oh, okay.
once you, yeah. So, and pay attention to it, guys. It's very easy when you're getting automated text messages to say stop. Don't do that. All right. You're going to get a text, you're going to get an email with your login
Okay.
credentials. There's going to be videos that walk you through it. And once you're logged
Okay.
into the platform, this is your onboarding checklist. It says get started. Okay. So
Okay.
once you click this, you're going to be, these are all the things that you have to do to set it up. It's way smaller than it looks. Like some of these are just videos talking about lead generation and why, what the benefits are, right?
Okay.
You learn all of this stuff, which is very important. We walk you through setting up your Facebook Business Manager, your Facebook business page. This is easy as hell. If I want to set up my domain, look how easy this is. It tells me exactly where to click. You see that yellow cursor right here?
Yeah.
It's walking me through and giving me instructions. And then here's the thing, guys. Listen, here's what I guarantee you. And this is not for the lazy people. Don't take advantage of me. But I am leaving to go to a wedding on Thursday. I will be back on Monday. If I see that you have not completed your onboarding, guess who's going to be calling your damn phone and saying, what are you doing? Let's get on a call right now and let's finish it together and launch your first ad. That's just how I work. We don't have, like, you are supposed to do this yourself. My partner tells me to stop doing it. I'm like, nah, we need to get them up and running, because once you're launching your first ad, there's no reason for you to leave. Like, this is me being selfish, right? I'm like, well, if they don't get set up, well, then they're just not going to use it. And then they're going to eventually cancel. No, all I have to do is get them to launch that first ad. And once they launch the first ad, it's off to the races. We don't have to do anything else, right? So
yeah, once you get tickled a little bit, absolutely.
Right. So try it, and go do as much as you can. And then if I see that you're not set up, because I'll have a list of everybody who got it today. Once I get back from this cruise, which is on Monday, I'll set you up myself. I don't give a shit. Ask Alan. Dude, I have Alan. I'll ask Alan, like, hey, who hasn't gotten set up yet? Like, we have a list. If you haven't launched your ad, we know. And we will literally be like, hey, man, what's up? You need to launch this. Do I need to get on a call with you and wipe your butt for you? Because I'll do it. We just got to, we got to just get on a call, because it takes me 2 seconds. I do this like the back of my hand, right?
Okay.
It takes me 2 seconds to set it up for you. There's a setup that's involved, right? So guys, if you can't figure it out over the weekend, don't get discouraged, because once I set it up for you, it's turnkey. All you're going to have to do is this. All you're going to have to do is go to ad management, and you're going to be living right here. So you go to launch new campaign, choose mortgage. You're going to choose any one of these ads, right? And you're just going to fill out the information. Yeah, super easy. State, NMLS number, company, your daily budget. That's up to you. We have a recommendation of what you want to spend on that, which is why it's important to watch these videos, right?
Okay, but it's going to ask you that, but okay, I'll watch the video.
Yeah, it's going to ask you, but look, I mean, lead gen 101, we have these videos. Guys, these videos are not long, 3 minutes right here. This video is 1 minute and 44 seconds. We used to have a course that went along with this. It was 2 hours. Then we condensed it to 1 hour. And now there's like literally under 25 minutes worth of videos that you have to watch, because I want to spend less time talking about this technical bullshit and more time indoctrinating you into how to think as a marketer and how to generate leads.
Makes
right?
sense.
The right way.
Yeah.
Right?
It makes sense.
Trust the process, guys. 96%, I think it actually went down. Maybe it's like 94% of the people who stay 3 months and do as instructed, meaning spend the recommended budget, right? Do as we say, get an ROI. You have to trust the process. This isn't an overnight thing. You want to build a book of business. We are going to show you how to do that for the least amount of money possible. What is your other option? Your other option? That's why it's funny. If somebody, let's say almost 100% of the people that cancel are people who never got started, right? Very rarely do we have people who have gotten started and want to cancel. And that's why we've been able, if that wasn't the case, our asses would be kicked out of loanofficersupport.com. We wouldn't be in the marketplace. I know that there was another lead company before us. They're not around anymore. People weren't happy with it. Right. And that's
So
not a knock.
like,
I'm sure they were good, but that just shows you that if we weren't working, we'd be gone already.
Yeah, man. I appreciate this so much. And thank you for answering my question too.
Yeah, no problem. Are there any other questions, guys?
Alex, I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
UWM offers leads for sale, and they've got them tiered into, I don't know, orange, purple, teal, whatever. Is your system what's backing their system? Because the one thing their system.
No, I couldn't take credit for that. No, that's not. I believe we're going to be in their marketplace very soon. We're flying out August. We presented to multiple of the executives at UWM. I'm sure we're going to be there very soon. We're not officially in there yet, but I'm going out to UWM. They invited me out mid-August, so I'm going to be out there. And listen, the reason I'm so confident is because when I showed you how many people signed up for this webinar. When you do webinars, and I'm a student of, I've spent over $100,000 teaching myself marketing, teaching myself webinars, and I truly take pride in investing in myself, and I invest a lot of money in myself. If you have a webinar that has over a 10% conversion, that's considered a multi-million-dollar product. We get over 50% because this is such a no-brainer. It's by far the cheapest option, period, in the market. And it gets you the most value for your dollar because it cuts out the middleman. There's no, and when you know, right, we just have to educate people. When you know that because of the Fair Housing Act, all leads are at random when it comes to income, loan amount, and credit score, well, then what is the better alternative? There is none. Grass is not greener anywhere else. Why would I pay a 150% markup or 100% markup or even a 20% markup for the same type of leads that I'm going to be getting here, right? So that's the whole idea here. I truly believe we're going to revolutionize marketing in the mortgage industry because now the average Joe can market. Why pay a lead generation company thousands of dollars to do the same thing that you could do with just a few clicks of a button? That's the key, right? So,
okay, so the point that I was
making
making with UWM's leads is that you can target higher FICO scores. You can say, I don't want anything 680 or below.
Right. That's because what they do is they purchase leads and they pool it, right? They pool all their leads and then you can choose. This is different. We're cutting out the middleman and going directly to Facebook, right? So for example, when I used to own my lead gen company, we used to say, hey, we will not set appointments with anybody unless they have above a 640 credit score, right? Now, Facebook doesn't give a shit what their credit score is. They charge you the same exact amount for every single lead. So if my lead cost on Facebook is $10 a lead, and let's say we put them through a survey that tells us what their credit score is, the good thing about credit is you're either eligible to purchase a home or you're not. So at worst, it could double your lead cost, right? So when you start getting into specifics, loan officers don't understand how much more expensive that lead is to create because you're disqualifying all the leads that don't meet that criteria. So let's say if I want to generate leads that are above 640 and 50% of them are below 640 and Facebook is charging me $10 a lead, that means my lead cost is not $10 a lead. It's $20 a lead because I have to generate 200 leads to get 100 valid leads, right? When you start getting into loan amounts and income and all that other stuff, it exponentially increases the cost per lead. Well, we're not a lead generation company. We're just giving you the ability to generate leads yourself the same way they do.
Not to mention, most people don't even know their credit scores, let alone that there's consumer credit reporting and mortgage credit reporting.
Right.
Correct.
Any other questions, guys? Okay. Well, hey, listen, guys, I really appreciate all of you jumping on the call. Whoever signed up, I will see you guys on Tuesday at the coaching call. Brandon's going to be on the coaching call tomorrow. because I have to leave. But I'm really, really excited. And I'm excited to work with you guys. I think you guys are going to love it. I think, you know, again, you can't beat getting leads at wholesale cost. So thank you so much for hopping on, and I will see you guys on Tuesday. And hey, for anyone who isn't set up on Monday, by Monday, try and do it yourself, because you'll be one of my favorite students if you've done it yourself, which means I'll make myself a little bit more available to you. But I just put the email in the chat. If you guys are not set up by Monday, shoot me an email. I'll walk you through it. I'll do it for you. All right, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Thank you.